We can start the interview by understanding the meaning of Abadede. Here, good morning and welcome to 102.1.
Thank you, bro.
Hope you're good.
Great, blessed.
Yes, sir. So what is Abadede and all the girls are loving it around the world?
It's subject to your translation, you know? Yeah.
So what is my translation and what is your translation?
It's just a fun song. It's just a happy song, a song that gets people vibing and bumping in the clubs and stuff. So that's what it's about. And I really like the second verse because it's a combination of different songs that I really like from Africa. So that's what it's about. Yeah.
So what was that inspiration? Getting the bits and pieces from other songs.
I always try and do something different, something new, and I'm always thinking how to do something original. It's something that I don't think has ever been done before, using people's different songs to make a whole verse. And these are the things that I think about when I'm trying to make music. I'm thinking, what do the people want to hear, or what haven't they heard before, and then I proceed to do stuff like this.
So did you contact the artists whose songs you used?
No.
So what does it mean? It means that those who have their songs in the selection, they are your favorite. Is that what it means?
Yes, most of them are my favorite. All of them are my favorite, but there are so many more who I could have added, but heavily a finite amount of space.
I see. So last year, how many songs did you give to the aliens?
Wow, last year we dropped a lot of songs. Last year we dropped over 10 songs last year.
Wow.
And we didn't push as hard, and we dropped a whole album last year as well. We didn't push as hard last year because I was traveling a lot, and there was a lot of stuff happening, back and forth. So but there was a lot of music coming from the camp of EL, and we're proud of that.
Okay, so the purpose of the traveling, if the aliens should know, or
they already know. I have various interests all over the place. So if it's not music that I'm pursuing, I'm pursuing other business elsewhere. So man must diversify. Man must do different things. So,
and I believe they all brought some good cash into the account.
Well, yeah, it's not xylophone cash.
I know, right? The xylophone cash will come later.
We're trying.
After doing all the rounds to bring other cash,
yes.
Now the xylophone cash will come later.
Now
I'm interested in life after winning Artist of the Year from the VGMA.
Right.
Do you see a transition from EL to another level?
Yeah. After you win VGMA, people expect a lot more from you. Okay. People look at you in a different light, and they expect you to act a certain kind of way and to give out a certain kind of output. So we've been working on making that happen. As a result of that, I ended up traveling a lot because when you win, people are pulling you left, right, and center. They want you on this platform and that platform. So I've been happy to perform on some awesome platforms right after the VGMA. Currently, I'm still reeling off the effects. Currently we're still traveling. I'm about to do a tour in Europe, and I'm about to go over to Canada. And so it's a lot of work that comes after, because then you have to prove why you are the Artist of the Year. And we thank God for the energy that He's given to us to make all these things happen.
Was it pressure, knowing very well that you are a studio person, you have to be recording, you have to be writing, even sometimes for others? Was it pressure at that time?
At that time, no, because we'd been working really hard for it. I had no doubt in my mind that we were going to be most likely the winners of the award. So I try and multitask most of the time. I'm a singer, writer, producer. I do other things as well, and I rap. I do beats for other people. I manage other artists, and so it's sometimes a heavy burden. But by God's grace, we've learned to balance out.
Okay. Now let's talk about the genre of songs EL is doing. Because sometimes you hear EL on some serious hip hop beats. Sometimes he's doing some Afro beats. Sometimes he's doing rap. How do we categorize what you do as EL?
I'm a musician. There's no categorization for good music. It's if it affects your soul and it makes you feel good. That's what I'm about. I was just thinking this morning that I shouldn't have to classify myself or put myself in any box. And I advise all these bloggers out there and these people who go online to make out lists to leave me out, because I'm
leave
not
you out on what?
I'm not a rapper. I'm not a singer. I'm not just a producer. I'm all of these things. I'm a very different animal when it comes to music. when I think about music, it's not put in a box. You know, I can't say I'm a rapper and that's it. That's really unfair to the people who have helped me to grow and my hustle. You know, so I really don't try and put myself in any category. So all bloggers out there, please, if you're listening, please leave me out of your lists.
Why? When they put you in, does it worry you in any way?
Because it feels like I'm being categorized, and I do not like to be categorized. Like I said earlier, I'm a lover of good music. So whenever anybody out there is making a list of artists,
especially when they're talking about rappers.
No. Don't put me in there. I do not want to be in there. Honestly, I don't need those props. If you're making a list about good music artists, then you can put me in there. But besides that, I don't consider myself to be a rapper or a singer. I'm just a good music guy. Okay.
Now, do you enjoy producing for others now that almost all your hits are your productions? Are you still enjoying that?
Not as much. You know, there's only a few people who can say, Charlie, and I want some beats, make you do this for me, I beg, and then I'll do it for them. But there's just a few people. I really don't produce for people anymore. I've been there, I've done that. I've been in the studio, you know, people coming in and out, say, Charlie, I want this beat that goes like this Davido song, and it's just it's a lot of work for me sometimes. So I've learned to just keep to myself and make music as and when it's really, 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 really necessary. But I do not make beats for others as much as I used to. But hopefully this year I'm going to have more time on my hands to go back to doing that.
Okay, so this year you're going to do more songs for others?
Probably. Let's keep our thing. Are you bringing some business?
Oh yeah!
I know you are going to propose something to me.
No, I can come to the studio.
Yeah. I mean, what I do is, if you want me to make a beat for you, I mean, say you for have that xylophone money, you for have some big cash, because I will charge you for that if I'm going to sit down and do it. So. That's me.
No, but the person is ready to pay. But when you say pay cash, it feels like
producers,
you're already scaring them.
Yes, exactly. That means you really want me to make the beat for you. And if I put my mind to it, I've been known to make some incredible beats. I mean, I'm not blowing my horn or anything, but I'm pretty good at production. I've been doing it for over 10 years now. The beat that's playing in the background, I mean, probably got did this one give me the producer of the year? Yeah, you know, so I mean, it's something that I do really well, but I don't do for everybody. So if I go do a man, that means say, Charlie, you know, that's
some good cash.
You know that.
Let's talk about music videos, and music videos. People love your quality, what you put out in your music videos.
Thank you.
What do you consider in coming out with a music video?
Shock and awe. And directors call the X factor, you know, something that people have not seen before. So when you're making the song, you get some certain images in your head. I make sure that I keep those images in my head so that when it comes to the time, if we're going to do a music video, I tell the director, say, I want Charlie this and this. I want there to be a girl wearing this and this. You know, I want there to be that from the outfit to the location and everything. I really have so many ideas about that. So I just try and make sure that people, when they watch a video, they don't forget it in the next 2 minutes or the next 2 hours or 2 days, 2 weeks. It's something that's going to stick in your head for a long time. So, yeah.
I see. Now let me take you back a little bit. There was this dramatic song you did. Maybe my DJ will look for it for me. I don't know whether it was called Mama. You were mentioning after the VGMA when people started talking about EL this, EL that. You did a song with a Mama conversation.
Talk Don't Bother Me.
Talk Don't Bother Me. What was that concept and who were you addressing and what were you addressing?
I was just addressing that, you know, people want me to be I think at that time people were expecting me to say something concerning a certain issue that was going on between two artists in Ghana, and they wanted me to. I felt like I had to give my 2 cents, my 10 cents on what was going on. But I would never give the audience exactly what they want, because then it's so obvious that I'll just come and say some stuff and then go away. So I always fashion my my responses and my creativity in a different packaging. EL will never give you what you expect. So that was a conversation between me and my mother about the song. was an interpretation of a conversation between me and my mother about what was going on in my life and what I wanted to do and what I'm doing, so it's basically that was what
you talked about beef, and you told your mom that you don't like beef. You're the only beef you like. Are you friends with or most artists in our industry?
Yeah, most artists,
including who and who?
I'm not gonna mention anybody's name on your show, on anybody's show, but let's say I'm friends with 90%. Not friends. These days, friends is a very personal term. I can say I'm on very good terms with a lot of Ghanaian artists. Some of them I don't know them that well, and we haven't had an opportunity to kick it or to hang out together. So I can't say I know them, but some too we don't really get along that much, and there's always that situation in a creative environment. So yeah.
Is Sarkodie one of your friends?
Well, he's an acquaintance. Yes, he's a friend of mine. Yeah.
So is he somebody you are likely to do stuff with? Though I believe some things have happened in the past.
Probably in the future.
In the future. Okay, you also talked about Socrates Safo. Was there a special something Socrates Safo was doing at that time that you didn't like?
I mean, right after I won the award, he was one of the guys who were anti-EL for Artist of the Year, and I was on a show once, and then right after the award show, VGMAs, he said on radio that if I was actually there, he said if I had brought the award with me, he would take it away and give it to some other artist. And it's just a bunch of it's trash. So
I get you. So that was a direct message from you to him.
Oh yeah. It's just something that happened, and I thought it was mentionable.
So that was a message to Socrates there. And again, the pineapple issue with your hairstyle. Did that one get to you?
Oh no! I enjoyed that so much, man. I'm so happy. I'm so sad actually that I cut my dreads off, but I'm growing it again. So Pineapple 2. Pineapple 2 is coming, man.
Oh, that would be the name, man. Pineapple 2.
That one, it's a bit bigger pineapple. So
I see. Yeah. Now about BBNZ, I hope you're still with them.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're not with them anymore. Since when?
Oh, since sometime last year. I mean, somewhere mid last year, I guess. Yeah.
So now, which label is handling EL?
Right now, I'm working on signing with a new record label. I'm not gonna give away names right now, but I promise you, you'll be the first to know once I'm able to do that. So
a label based in Ghana.
Based in Ghana. Yeah.
Wow, this is big.
Definitely.
I believe the money in there, the production putting intimate here.
Oh, if Xylophone will take me there, we can talk.
People coming to produce, but they can't pay. Now a label. Wow. So guys, watch out for some bullion cash in the name of signing EL. Now two main issues, and we will be listening to the ladies, they like it tall and long. EL, they like
so no.
So no. Let's talk about Ghanaian event promoters. Are they treating artists right? Because I know you have tasted all the platforms, both internationally and locally, with treatment meted out to artists. We are experienced. Do you think you guys are being treated right by event promoters?
I mean, it's a good question, man.
Yeah, man.
I think some do, some don't. Okay. And I think the main issue doesn't even have to do just with promoters, but everybody who has a platform to promote Ghana music. I think sometimes we give a lot of preference to people who are not Ghanaian. If your agenda is to grow the industry and to help the industry with your resource or whatever you've been blessed with, I think you should do that with the Ghanaian
winning mentality.
They're pushing the Ghanaian agenda first before everything else. But I think sometimes we find ourselves doing the opposite of that, and I think in that sense it's not right. But there are a lot of people out there. That's not to say that there are not people out there who are pushing and making sure that their top priority is forwarding the Ghanaian agenda, the Ghanaian entertainment agenda.
I see. Now, about your bar concert, for how long have you been doing it?
Oh, 4 years, man.
4 years.
Yeah.
And do you think it is growing? Or
yeah, it's growing. I mean, last year was it's grown from strength to strength. When I first started at Alliance Francaise, there were how many people? About 500 people there. And then we moved to the World Trade Center, and it was about 800 people there. Okay. And then bar 3 was Polo Court, and there were about 1,000 people there. And now this year we did the last one. We went back to Alliance Francaise, and there were about 1,500 to 2,000 people there. Wow. So it just tells me that it's growing. And mind you, people say concert, but let's keep in mind that it's a hip hop concert. And hip hop is not a really predominant
mass following
in Ghana. So if you're able to get 1,000 people to a hip hop concert, that says a lot about how far hip hop has come in Ghana. And so it's something I'm very, 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 very proud of.
Because I remember last year I heard somewhere that you were not giving much information about it, as in publicity was not on the high.
Yes.
So I was thinking maybe it affected patronage in any way.
Oh, we were really happy. Do you see the pictures? I mean, last year was the bomb. It was crazy. And I mean, like I said, for a hip hop show, wow, it's a blessing. I'm really happy about it. It's just something that I'm really happy about.
Do you see yourself winning the Artist of the Year once again?
Not this year. Probably next year. Yes.
Okay. Yes. Because you know what you're about to put in this year.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, we plan ahead a lot. And yesterday, some small boy called me. I don't know who he is. He just calls my phone while I was working. I was in the studio, and he said, "L, how come you have not released any music this year?" And I said he should wait, because this year last year he said, and I said he should wait. This year is gonna be something special. So yeah, wait for it.
So last year was more like the preparation for.
It was more preparatory. Yeah, it was more, laying groundwork. A lot happened last year that I haven't put out into the media. For example, leaving my label, traveling here and there just to follow other business interests. Man, sometimes you need a break. Okay. So yeah.
All right. So the new one is called what? I have a new one.
Yes.
From Soraya sent me a new one.
Nice.
What is it called?
Nice. It's called Ayeyi.
Okay.
And it features two very, very talented artists. They are a pair of twins. They are called Dope Nation. So
Dope Nation.
Dope Nation, yes.
Oh yeah, I think I've heard something from them before.
You have definitely, I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're amazing, and it features them. It's produced by PGH, P on the beat.
Oh,
so
I hope is it P Wizzo?
No, not P Wizzo. Okay. This one is P on the beats. He's based in New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he's the one who produced Coco, and the other ones Agbo and others.
All right. Yeah. So this is your first release for 2018.
For 2018, yeah, we are giving thanks and praise to God for how far He's brought us, how far He's about to take us, and just basically, all the blessings.
All right. So to the aliens, I know you've been waiting for this. 2018, your man is on fire. He cannot be trapped anymore. He is saying that this is the time to unleash the real him. Let's do this. When we come back, maybe I'll invite my panel members in, a question and contribution to EL. And today we are so fortunate to have had him. Maybe this is his first major interview in 2018.
I think so. This is it. Yeah, this is my first. Xylophone. Okay.
Let's do it. We'll come back and wrap up.